Hello everybody again and welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host, Mike. And in the background, so Kameo is off tonight, so we have a fill-in guest-in host. His name is Kage. Kage, how you doing tonight?
Doing good. Just looking at a couple of different stock options.
Okay, great. So we got a good show planned for you tonight. We got a damn good show planned for you tonight. We got one of the stocks we want to talk about first is the ticker on this one is KULR. KULR, KULR Technology Group Incorporated. Last tick was $2.42. $2.42. Looks like on this one there, Kage, the candles were everywhere on this. The Market Watch description going forward on this is it engages in the development of commercialization of thermal management technologies for batteries, electronics, and other components across an array of battery-powered applications. Its total battery safety solution products can be used for electric vehicles, energy storage, battery recycling, cloud computing, and 5G communications devices. What say you on this one here?
I think it would totally be a good thing to invest in. It's got a lot of different components into it that I think it make it very versatile as a stock. We'll always need telecommunications. We'll always need machines that can handle energy and cooling them, because you can't necessarily always depend on fans and everything for everything, because everything when it gets really hot. So I think investing in those companies and ensuring that they continue to innovate and keep delivering good products to the public and everything is a good thing. So I would definitely invest. What do you think?
Yeah, and my other thing too is with the direction the regime is going with the electric vehicles and as far as with the energy storable batteries. That's just the direction which they've said, the new regime has said they're going to go. So it's kind of a no-brainer. So I've had past stocks from the Biden Obama era that I've actually made money from 5 years ago. So I would say this one is also less risky just because it's not in your sub-penny range. It's not in the pump and dump range. I mean, all stocks are going to have a chance of getting pump and dumped, but this one is a little safe play. So, but what we're going to do there, Kage, is we're going to go into the website and we're going to check out what they got cooking on there, and then we're also going to go to our article from our friends at Advise Analytics. They did a plug on it, and we're going to see what they say about that, if that works for you.
Yeah, that works for me, yeah.
Okay, all right, we'll go check out the website. Hey guys, going into this, I will say proceed with caution, just because there is some promotions out there, and there could be some pumpers and dumpers trying to pump it up, and you know how it goes, Kage, where they dump out on Friday and they peace out. So I would say if it goes up and it goes on a high streak, just to watch out. You want I like to always go into the cheap seats. What about you? Just buy on the cheap.
Well, I have to say the idea that these guys have done this stuff for NASA and they're looking to maybe do things for electronic vehicles, I think it would actually be a really safe bet.
Yeah. And so it looks like, if you're going to the website, it looks pretty professional. It doesn't look anything like a pink sheet or a pump and dump. The website's done pretty well. It looks like Mars 2020 Perseverance rover thermal management technology transforming an 8 billion global market, it looks like. Looks like on there it says you can go on the website, find out how the technology group is taking its space-proven solutions for electronics and lithium batteries to serve the world for electric transportation. And guys like me and Kameo and Kage have been saying here is that the regime is going this direction. That's just part of where they want to go. And so it's good to think about. I'm not going to tell you to invest it because I don't give out investment advice on the show. I just tell you about the companies. But it's something to put on your radar, and just you have to be the king of your kingdom to find out where your investment point is. What say you on that one, Kage?
It's a good thing to diversify and not necessarily just put all your eggs in one basket and just wash that basket.
Yeah.
But it would be a good idea to keep your radar on the technology, which way the winds shift on them.
Yeah.
Because it can go one way or the other, but I think it looks pretty solid, and I'm all for investing in technology and making smart decisions about where technology is going to take us.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like they have on here, they have the NASA has now not found a design solution with much promise, and the KULR team has been an essential part of many of the projects. Looks like there was a plug from ABC that said, thrilled to make a mark on this historic exploration. There's a CNN, so you do have all the alphabets listed on this website. The only key here is that we always say, me and Kage and Kameo will always say, it is the Mockingbird media. So you have to. It's an iffy subject as far as that. Just don't buy everything they say out of the KULR and everything like that, because they'll promote it and then they'll drop you and you'll be out some dough. So that it's just a word of caution, because I'm not paid here. Kameo's not paid. Kage's not paid as far as from these companies to prop it up or anything like that. So we're realists. We call it as we see it. Looks like Fox Business interviewed KULR on the Mars rover landing as well. Did you see that?
I haven't necessarily seen that video, no. But,
okay.
I imagine it went quite well.
Yeah. I'm assuming it did, and then CNN interviews them on the protection for lithium-ion batteries in the industrial growth, which is where, like I said, the regime is going to go, but I'm not a particular fan of CNN, and I don't particularly partake in that kind of network there. So, but I could care shits less what CNN says. That's just my opinion. Some of you might like CNN, cool. I'm not a particular liker of CNN, so just my personal opinion. KULR also announces supply partners with Draco Motors for the electric supercar. I guess we could go to that. Do you want to see that there?
Sure.
So it looks like KULR is to showcase the recycling and prototype battery transportation solutions at the 111th Annual Battery Safety Summit, June 30th, 2021. So if you're in that area, you can go check that out. It might be interesting, it might be boring, just depends if you're into that. Their technology group announces the Battery Solutions Day event for September 21st, 2021. The technology group received special permit for the U.S. Department of Transportation authorizing the transport of the lithium cells batteries. Like I said to you guys, the regime is going in that direction. The infrastructure bill, all that stuff, this thing's only going to go up. Just don't buy on the high. Buy when you find your buying point. You have to make that decision. Wouldn't you say that there, Kage?
Yeah, it's basically just, if you see an opportunity, take it, but don't necessarily just, go all in on that stock, because you want to be able to lift where you can, and you want to make sure that your money stretches.
Yes, exactly. And it looks like KULR announced new VP of Sales and Marketing. I don't know too much about it. I'm not going to go into that. You guys can do your research on that. But that's something to consider when looking at this, because sometimes when you get new executives, they start to shake shit up and things like that, So KULR Technology Group announces an uplist to New York Stock Exchange. That was on June 2nd, 2021. So there is Kage, there is tons of news popping about this on the alphabet. So, but that's that doesn't make me feel confident all the time. That makes me think, pump and dump. But like I said, what's going to back this in the long term, which is worth considering, is the way the regime is going with the as far as being green. Let's just call it. Should we call a spade a spade? Let's just say going green. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
there's
just
a lot of incentives for technology to move that way.
Yeah, and you got it.
It's not perfect, but it's good.
I know some of you out there, you don't like the stuff, you don't agree with it, but dude, you got to do what you got to do for you and your family, and sometimes you got to go that direction. You got to make coin, and sometimes we got to do these things. So you got to put your stuff to the side. If it's gonna do greater good for the earth, things like that, hey, let's check it out. I know some people have questions about batteries and all that stuff and the recycling, that it's a big pollutant too and everything, but hey, they're working it out, and maybe maybe that will change in the future. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball on me. So what say you there?
I would have to say that if it were me, as far as green technology is concerned, I would say it would be good for a lot of portable and very small things, but I don't know if we'll be able to really power a turbojet aircraft like from Los Angeles to New York or London in that way for total power. But
yeah,
it would be an interesting dynamic if we can actually make that technology available.
Yeah.
I mean, nuclear is a really good option, but I don't know if we're to that point yet.
Yeah. I also would give my analysis that this stock is too cheap for where it's at. Just my opinion. I think personally it's gonna go up. It's just about when finding your buy point. I see this one going in the future higher, just because of the things, Kage, that you mentioned with NASA and things like that. When you get those kind of heavy hitters coming in hot on there, your future is just going to go up. And I know you might get some people that'll load up now, and on Friday they'll try to curse us out and say, "You told us this was good." I didn't tell you, and Kage didn't tell you anything as far as that to pick it up. You find your buy point, you're your own people, we just give you the information. So what I'm gonna do is the next part of this is we're actually gonna go into Advise Analytics. That's who our partners with that share us information as far as what they have on this. I'm gonna go to their article. I'm just gonna skim through it, I'm not gonna cover it. You could actually see it on our Facebook page and go there and join. The link is actually in the description of the video, and it shows basically what Advise talked about. They post links of companies, they do full research, so their articles are interesting. You could check them out and learn more about investing in some of the companies that they talk about. So it looks like what Advise Analytics wrote on this plug, this was at 10 something today, I believe it was posted at. It said, formerly known as KT High Tech Marketing, developing cutting edge battery safety and thermal management solutions in the use of diverse industries for the electric vehicle, cloud computing, and 5G communication devices. The company's comprehensive solution is an aim to disrupt the thermal management solutions market. To this end, adopting an integrative design approach to offering thermal interface materials, safety against lithium-ion battery, thermal runaway propagation, and lightweight heat exchanges. Do you got anything to add as far as that goes so far?
Yeah, I've been interested with lithium batteries for a while. They're lightweight, but they're very energy dense.
Yeah.
Which is why you see them in various things like your smartphones and your drones and all in your computers and a whole bunch of other different things that you probably have. So the idea that these companies are actually coming up with these innovations is a good thing, and I think it's a good leap forward for not only technology but also for stocks and people who want to invest in them.
Yeah, I would totally agree. It says on here, advice has that the company recently got approval to uplist the New York Stock Exchange, American Exchange, and commercial advanced trading on the New York Stock Exchange on June 7th. This will not only ensure wider exposure and the visibility of the company, but it will also able to attract institutional and retail investors, in addition to improve the liquidity of its stock and enhance the long-term shareholder value. I could already tell you on this, with this being so cheap, that it's going to increase the value of it as well, just because this stock is, and I didn't get a plug from these guys there, Kage. I'm not paid by them. I know you're not paid by them or anything, but it is way super cheap for what they got going on and some of the clientele. Interesting thing on here as well, there's another significant development that Advise Analytics points out. The receipt of a special permit from the U.S. Department of Transportation, DOT, to transport the prototype lithium cells and batteries aboard cargo aircrafts. This will enable the company to manufacture and use the design packaging for sending the prototype lithium cells and batteries abroad, either with its own pact or with its equipment. And second permit received the company for the validity of this technology. I'm just gonna tell you, if that all comes to pass, this thing's gonna freaking blow up, and it's gonna take off. And you heard it first, where it was cheap. And we have trolls on this. You've seen some of them there, Kage, as far as the trolls that we've had with these companies that we talk about. But guess what? My track record is, as long as you didn't buy on the pump and dump, these things are coming in hot, and it's making people coin. What say you?
I say if the iron's hot and everything, strike it.
Yeah.
Strike it.
Yeah. If the Department of Transportation is getting involved in this thing and you got a government contract, you're freaking solid, man. So let's just see where that plays out. And I'm assuming, I'm not guaranteeing, but I'm assuming that the KULR Technology Group good going forward. But we're gonna go dive into Investors Hub there, and we're gonna check out actually what the real traders are saying about this. So this is their comments there, Kage. Kage's a little new to the show. So Kage, we go on here and we discuss what the actual traders are saying in the chat rooms as far as their opinions. We might have some negative, we might have some positive. We'll see what we get. Okay guys, we're going on Investors Hub, and this is the part of the show where we find out what the real traders are saying. We'll go to Stockwits and Investors Hub and read some of the comments of what the real traders are saying. Looks like this one comes from Risk and Reward. It's coming, hold your ground. So there's one positive comment that says hold the line. Maybe he's part of the Army of Apes or something like that, there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could be.
I would be surprised, yeah.
Yeah, he might be part of one of the Army of Apes there. I like this stonk, even though it's going, where's he going with this? Let's see, I'm gonna click on this. Even though it's going down, I had to add cheaper and build in the larger position. Well, hey dude, you did good. You did good there, risk versus reward, because if it's going down and you're buying the cheap seats, you're doing good. It looks like KULR, that's not you dumping your new shares. So we have some dumping and some people are pissed here, Kage. Looking forward to the conference. Maybe there's a surprise. So there is news of a conference coming up. It's probably an earnings call or something like that. And that definitely, if it's good news, it'll bring the stock up. If it's crappy news, then it'll bring it down. We have KULR making the world of electronics cooler and lighter. Showcase recycling, prototype battery transportation. Thanks for the insight. CEO Michael M.O. described the event as wonderful. Wonderful news from the good stock KULR is showing. Whispers from the market about this stock is solid. Morning whispers from the same morning couple companies. One of these days, Alice to the moon. So what I'm seeing on here, without going through all the comments, there, Kage, this thing's looking good. Now, if we go to Stockwitz, check that out on KULR, and I'm going to go to Stockwitz, and I'm just going to read some of these here as far as that goes, and then we'll see what they're saying, because these guys on Stockwitz, they're heavy hitters. They're like the army of apes there, and they come in hot and they come in hard. They're true fire breathers. So let's just put it that way. Big promise, potential for this stock. My first stock. This is always on the offense. Wait, you're telling me stonks can't go down too? Let's see. For any investor, here's a Google dollar cost and average. Tag the fellow with the best DD rundown. Matter of time, because this guy's covering the plugs of CNN and ABC. He thinks that's huge, but I mean, it could be huge. It's just you got to take the alphabets with a grain of salt. Do you know what I'm saying there, Kage?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've got so many pies, and just they just don't necessarily pay attention to all those little things, I guess.
Yeah. I'm looking. I'm thinking that this is. I think we're good on this one as far as that. I see the negativity a little bit. You are going to get some dumps. That's just going to happen naturally. It happens with every stock, especially if it's promoted. But I'm going to call this one. I'm just going to say that take a look at it, find your entry point. It's a good stock to me, in my opinion. The traders all on both sites, Investors Hub and on Stockwitz, like it. So I'm going to say take a look at it and take your position. What say you on this one?
Yeah, I'd say take a look at it. Dip your toe in a little if you want, but yeah, just know what you're getting into before you put in a significant brick into it. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll just call it on this one, and then what we'll do is we're going to go to our next stock. If we can find a good sub penny to fart around with, we'll go look at it. If I can't find anything that's good on the sub penny that might be interesting, then we will just go to the top trending and see what we can find for anything decent. Alright guys, the next stock we have is Nutrinomics Incorporated. Last tick was 0.0013. Going in the background on this one there, Nutrinomics engages in the research and development of nutritional food products. It offers formulated nutrition supplements, including formulated vitamins, mineral, herbal, probiotic supplements. The company was founded by Tracy K. Gibbs on March 15, 2007. Headquartered in Gladstone, Oregon. What say you on this one there so far there?
Well, definitely, if you want to make some good quality nutritions and backgrounds in that area, Oregon is definitely the place for it. So yeah, there's some good ones there. Utah's good. I'm not necessarily, it looks like they have on Global Newswire, I found a news plug on them. It says Nutrinomics Incorporated unveils a new label designed for their proprietary nano supplement line of CBD product line. This was on January 29, 2020. Now the important key is here, guys, is there's a movement to federalize all this CBD stuff. And I actually hold a lot of shares in CBD, and I gobble up a lot of cheap shares and things. When this all hits and gets bigger and bigger, and then it all goes mainstream, all these CBD companies are going to blow up. So if you could find cheap shares and cheap real estate in some of these, I would say, and the one thing I want to stress, and Kage wants to stress here, is this is a pink sheet. It's on the promotion list, so it's possible that they could pump and dump. Do not come back and say that you bought 1 million shares, it was in the red, and you got taken. You want to find your buy point, and you want to find a point where you're in the cheap seats. It's a different kind of game than some of the other trading and things like that.
This show, like I said, gives you the information. You have the power. Saber S. Potter, knowledge is power. You know what to do with it. You make your decisions. I don't make your decisions for you. So we're not that type of show. Nobody pays us. It looks like Nutrinomics is excited to announce the release of the new label design of rebranding of its corporate logo. So they rebranded the corporate logo. Let's see here. The change better reflects the company's novel approach to commitment to growing the presence of the name of Recognition 2020 and beyond Nutrinomics. I wonder what else they're growing.
I don't know what else they're growing, but definitely keep an eye on them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's some of these companies I did. They got pot cigarettes. They got everything, man. So they got Maui Wowie, you name it. So I'm just kidding about the Maui Wowie. I didn't see anything. Leave it in the comment section. There's a company that has Maui Wowie. Tell Cameo he might want some Maui Wowie. So many legacy nutraceutical companies, they're planning to release a series of new products reflecting the innovative direction intend to follow in the next coming months. The company was very pleased to have partnered Pink Kitty Creative out of Las Vegas, Nevada. I wonder what that's all about. Check this out. Pink Kitty lead designer, President Victoria Hart. The rebranding new logo design process was very smooth, and Nutrinomics management is very pleased with the results that Victoria did. So there's all that. They're going for the organic look. What do you think about the organic look there?
I'd have to say organic is kind of a niche thing. I mean, it might sound really good to the masses and everything, just being what it is, but it's a fad. It doesn't necessarily indicate that it's cost effective or as effective as other things.
So I have some connections to former Department of Agriculture people and things like that. And from what they tell me, this is just hearsay. This isn't like fact. It's not on the record. But they say the whole organic thing is a bunch of BS. That's just what they say. It's just a gimmick to make you pay more. So, because as far as like I can give you, say, like rain outside, you're saying you don't use chemicals in rain. Your rain has glycophosphate in it from all the Roundup that's been sprayed all around. So there's glycophosphate in rain all the time. So that's somewhere. That's my opinion. The glycophosphate in the rain, that's fact. We have glycophosphate clouds, unfortunately, because of all the damn Roundup that's been sprayed. So no one's ever heard about freaking pulling weeds out anymore because no one wants to. So I'm a big environmental person. I'm not a nut job kind of person, but I'm into the environment, and I'm not a big chemical person. What about you, Brandon?
Me neither. I like to have a lot of my stuff just pesticide free for a lot of different reasons. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. You need to do a little bit of it if you want to keep your crop and everything. Yeah. I'm no farmer. I mean, I haven't necessarily done that, but I know people who are pretty knowledgeable about planting and people who've done it, and just you need to have a little balancing act. And is it going to be cost effective? Is your product going to be superior to your competition? You just have to make those decisions.
Yeah, it looks like on their plug too, it says Nutrinomics science focus based without losing the organic and plant-based nature and product lines, says Victoria, creating the approachable warm concept with underlying science vibe was the driving inspiration behind the new look of the traditional CBD lines. Looks like they're trying to find an Amazon factor in the internet search, it says. They said Amazon is a 900-pound gorilla in the search terms, and they simply can't compete with, so renaming the popular product became the best. There's the plug on that. You can read that. I'm going to see if I can go to the products on here, the services. So they have the global distribution. on here. I'm going to bring that up. Yeah, I agree with the cookies. I'm 21 years old. It says they reach global audiences worldwide. They target media investors and all the important stakeholders for the global wire. So they had to contact us. They're trying to reach the global audience and U.S. and Canadian operation options they have for social traditional channels, yada, yada, yada. So there you have it on that. Product lines. They have the nano supplement line of the CBD product line. I don't know if you're seeing that on your end there.
I can't see it that on my end, no.
Yeah, I can go download it. Let me see if I can get a quick download. Here's two of the products. Total Body Detox. One is with CBD. The other is the 30 plant cellulose capsules. I'm going to show those to the listeners on the show. Put that on the screen so they could see that. So I put that on there for them, but that's the product line. Go into the LinkedIn page. I'll go there, follow around there. It looks like they said their mission statement is to teach responsibility of health through moderate diets, exercise. Something that we need, especially with the pandemic going around and everything. You need to have, I'm not going to mention what you have to have. I don't want to get in trouble, but go talk to your doctor about it. He'll tell you what you need to do to protect yourself from certain things, because I'm not a doctor and I'm not going to give you, all I'm going to say is take your vitamins, say your prayers, and that's where I'm going to leave it. What about you?
Yeah, I would have to say, yeah, that's it. Best thing for you to do if you're into that kind of whole thing, best thing to do is just live your best life.
Yeah,
take doctor's advice, try to follow it as best you can.
Yeah.
But just stay active, eat well, take vitamins and what your body needs.
Yep.
And it's okay to cheat every once in a while.
Yeah, you have to have a cheat day. Definitely have to have a cheat day for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
But these guys say they're...
I mean, that's one of the secrets that those people in the health industry don't necessarily tell you is that you need to have some kind of cheat day, or else your body is going to just reject everything, and you need to. Your brain wants what it wants. It's telling you it wants a little packet of M&Ms. Just do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to have a cheat day. You can't be freaking just eating kale all day. I like kale, I eat kale, but I'm not gonna freaking slam kale 3 times a day, man. So, but we're gonna go to Investors Hub and StockWits. We're gonna check out what the real traders are saying, not our opinions, and we're gonna see what they have to say about this. On Investors Hub, I got some information. Some of it's old. There's one thing here, Kage, that says Seed Science and Solutions. Looks like they're trying to offer an opportunity to participate in agricultural business, medical hemp for pharmaceutical, cannabinoid extractions, and proprietary neurotropical, probably butchered that, formulations. They've got a proven 26-year history with bringing the highest quality plant-based nutrition. So this is with the old logo. This is the seed. It looks like it's frozen or something like that in time. I don't know. There's a picture of the plant there, your famous plant. Obviously they're committed to customer service. Hopefully everybody is, right? I'm not going to go into some of this news there because it's old. What I want is what they're saying. Oh, this, everybody will like this. There's the truck with the weed truck. Kameo's missing out today. Let's see here. Okay. So the news of the day, since it's being promoted, like I said, caution, 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 being promoted. Looks like we have just out today, high volume pennies. Likewise, nice chunk at 0012, looking good. So right there you have the shorters. They're trying to prop things up, so proceed with caution. Yes, I'm used to being that way. I'm a professional photographer, camera and tripod all set up for the fireworks. So this guy's expecting fireworks from the company. I would suggest that, and I would suggest this as a possible look at, but I would say get in on the cheap seats. I wouldn't get in on all this green action. What say you there?
I I can't necessarily say one way or the other on that, I'm afraid. I mean, sure, the seeds and everything are a good thing to look forward to, but we need to think about other things down the road for what they're going to use for.
And you also can't get caught up in inside pumping, which is what some people are doing. They're priming the stock before Friday. I mean, this stock is on a promotion list. Again, I have to repeat myself, unfortunately, Kage, on this show sometimes, because they'll be like, oh, this is a pump and dump. Well, I'm just like, no shit, Sherlock. I told you that like 5 times. So sorry about the French. It's not a family show, but it is what it is. They have an easy breakout run. Some guy's calling 5.7. He says he's got the ammo. We'll see what happens. Big day, first sign of upcoming fireworks. So a lot of the times you're going to see fireworks going to the moon. Bought a big chunk back for the second round. So there's one guy that got in on the cheap seats. He's going for the second round. NNRX is getting their act together. Day traders are having a good time. See, so this guy's warning about the day traders, saying that they're pumping this up. There also is merger news. So people will bring this up to me too about merger news. You are going to have merger news on this. 30 million buys scooped up. So 30 million shares just got scooped up. Time to clear 13s. 1,000 traded approaching. The floodgates are open. So basically right now here we're getting people loading up. So they're probably loading up, and I don't know if this, obviously I don't think there's apes in here. This is probably one of those ones where you're going to see an unload on Friday. But the good news is, Kage, that you can come around on Monday and Tuesday, and if this sucker's in a red, you can, even on Wednesday, next Wednesday, you could come in here and just gobble up all the cheapies.
Yeah, the cheapies are a good thing to maybe do, but I'm a big believer in you pay for what you get.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
If you buy cheap and everything, you might actually get cheap. It's just figuring out if you got value for what you put into it. So
yeah, and if you buy on the cheap, it could be a waiting game, because it might not come back up for whenever. Some of the stocks that we talked about in February and let's say March, they're up again, but they got way freaking tanked down. So that's the thing, is that you have to make your decision. Where are you going to get in? What's going to be your buy point? These guys there's all positive right now, but this is on a promoted list right now. This is from a promotion list. So you have to make your decision if you want to buy now or if you're going to want to get on the cheap seats. So you can go, I'm not really going to go into Stockwitz on this one. I've got enough to where I know that where everybody's coming from on this. I don't really see any negativity. There's no negativity on this board, so we're just going to call it on this one. What say you?
Yeah, I'd have to go with your analysis. Yeah.
Okay, we'll call.
I have to say that you're absolutely right on that one.
Yeah, we'll just have to see how this one plays out. And if you guys have information that you guys want to put on the comment section for us that you know more about, I know some people, I had one guy call up there one time, Kage, and message, and he was just like, oh, how could you guys be talking about this? These guys screwed people over like 5 years ago. I'm just covering the information. I give you the information and I tell you about it. We aren't experts on everything. If you have comments and you have inside information of something, post it on the comment board. Let us know so we can share with the other traders so they don't make a mistake. So that's where we're at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So
best thing to do is just give information as you see it.
Yeah. So we're out on this one. The next one will be from the top trending of Stockwitz. We'll probably pick not a sub penny. We'll get information about that one. And that'll be our last stock, and then we're going to peace out for the night. Okay, the next stock we got is Ammo Inc., currently trading at $9.65. The stock ticker on this one is POWW. POWW. We got candles all over the place. They look good. After hours, this sucker is trading 86 cents above, 9.78% there, Kage. Going into the background on this one, this is just a brief description on MarketWatch, and then we'll get to the website. Ammo Inc. engages in the design and manufacture of sale ammunition products. It distributes its products under the following brands: Jesse James Shield and One Precise Shot. The company was founded November 1990, headquartered in Scottsdale, Arizona. That's the nickname we used to call Scottsdale, was Snotsdale. So it's just an Arizona thing. You'll have to go ask some people from Arizona about that one. So okay, guys, going on to the website of Ammo Inc. There is a newsletter sign-in. You can go do that. Find a retailer. I'm going to go to find a retailer and see what I have here. Find a retailer. They have all their listing of retailers. They got a bunch of stores in Alabama. They got one in Kansas. And that's pretty much about it, is what I got. What do you got?
I'm looking at the map itself, and I see a lot of the same thing.
Yeah. Looks like they got military and law enforcement. They got a plug there. Looks like Ammo Inc. is a proud supplier to the military and law enforcement agencies. A broad, unique product of line cover your small arms needs. I'm going to tell you guys this, on this type of stuff, it's a given to buy. So you figure out your buy point on this one, but to me, it's a buy to me. So what say you on this?
Ammunition is always going to have a place.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to be afloat, no matter what. The military is always in need bullets, and it's going to always need that kind of support system to actually continue to do so.
Yeah.
So I think it's the given.
Yeah, and with the current regime, all this kind of stuff is just going to go up, and if it has anything to do with military, dude, it's gonna go up. They have more about their brands. Looks like one of their brands is Streak, visual ammunition, bio ammo, biodegradable ammunition. That's pretty sick with it. What do you know about biodegradable ammunition?
I heard that somewhere the military is experimenting with different kinds of cased ammo, where they're trying to take the metal out of the jacket for the propellant, and they're using plastics or other biodegradable material for that casing. It's interesting. It's just going to be figuring out if it's going to be reliable enough to function.
Yeah.
But, I think it's always good to experiment with these things and see what works.
I'll tell you what, by us, when I go metal detecting sometimes, the hobby, you got freaking bullets everywhere, man. They're just lead all over the place. From the old days, from the new days, and just littered just everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, brass is a common thing, and it's easy to work with, which is why they made it into those contained cartridges that you see everywhere when you think bullets.
Yep, they have law enforcement agency purchasing. You can contact them on there. Not my words, it's on the website. They got domestic and military purchasing. Contact them there. So going on to their bullet things here, they got the M33 ball. It's got its technical characteristics. I can't really read it because it's really small. Looks like, I'll just do a brief description. They have the HAPI hard armor piercing incendiary. They've got the armor piercing technical characteristics. Looks like 7.62 NATO HAPI and AP. So, and then they have it looks like an article from OWL Technology and Ammo Inc. there. And then they have the OWL Technology they go into. They have become a dealer, so they're looking for dealers. Anybody that wants to become a dealer, hey, they have the information on there. And they have find a retailer. I'm just curious, I'm going to find the retailer. It looks like it goes back to the map. On the Missouri and Kansas border should be pretty good. They got a YouTube video as well, I think. I'll bring it up for you guys. Ammo Inc. You can go and subscribe to that. Looks like they did it. The last video they did was a year ago. So they got all their demos on there, Kage, on that, and then they have their articles on their plugs. Investors relations, we're already covering that. You know where to pick it up. This thing is hot on StockWits and Investors Hub already. I could already tell. That's pretty much where we're going on this one. What say you as far as this company so far?
I'd say find your price point, make your own mind about it, but I would say it would be a really safe bet.
Yeah.
When the world ends, we're always going to need bullets, we're always going to need food, we're always going to need all those basic.
Gonna need something to hunt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna need something to hunt, man. That's the thing, is that you can't. There's not gonna be a grocery store if there's something emergency happens and things like that. So you got to have something to hunt.
So.
We're going to go on to Investors Hub and StockWits on this one. Going on to StockWits, looks like we have watch list for tomorrow, part 3, potential pre-market plays for this. Eternity 47 says this is a freaking power play, is what he's saying on this one. I would actually agree with that. I'd say this is a power play. How can you tell me we're not going for the ATH? The chart says it all. I mean, yeah, the chart is off the chart on here. You could check that out. This thing looks really healthy. Congrats to all the members who followed this amazing play. Yes, it is an amazing play. Pow right in the kisser. One of the guys posted this one, the talking thing. It says Pow right in the kisser. I'm just seeing positive. I got 200 million in back orders. He's got operating cost reduced. Military contract. This thing's going to 30 plus. This comes from Illusion X. So Illusion X on StockWits is saying he's going for $30 plus there. That's crazy, huh?
I would have to say, yeah.
Yeah.
That is.
I mean, it might not happen. It might not happen now. It might not happen tomorrow, the next day, but. Hey, look at me. I was the moron, like I said. I'll take my L's all the time there, Kage. I had Norovox at dirt cheap prices, and I shorted it, and I'm kicking myself in the ass right now. So don't be me. That's all I'm saying. Don't be me and lose out on a good stock. Another person puts this stock has an incredible low float based on Smith & Wesson. It did a very similar situation. We could be looking at anywhere between $12 to $15 realistically by Friday. So there you have it. That's by Mike FR is what his name is. Congrats to all the members who followed us on this amazing play. Submitted earnings transcript. So it looks like at a 9:26 p.m. post, CT Transcripts posted their earnings report. You can go look at that. The candlesticks are posted by the StockWits people. We're not going to go into Investors Hub because sometimes there are sour patches and we're just not going to go into it. But that's pretty much all I got to say about this stock. I would say it's a decent buy. You just got to make the decision where you're going to buy. I'm not going to tell you when. I'm not going to tell you to buy. You make that decision. Looks good to me. What say you?
I think it's a solid buy.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
Just hold on to it and just make your own decision on when you want to get out of it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm peace out on this show. Do you got anything to add? It was great to have you on here, and we look forward to doing more shows with you there, Kage. You gave some excellent analysis today. Do you want to give a shout? Do you want to give any shout out to anybody that you want to give a shout out to?
I'd have to say just. Stay safe, stay free, and know what you're getting into.
Okay. And I'd like to say, don't make it a dog show. And good night now!